Right, so it's first of all, it's great to be back. Emphatic 4-0 win to start the season. Such a great performance all around. So was that, would you agree with that?
I thought the second half, Irving, I was suspended today, so the first thing I'm going to say is the management team, I had no part to play in it today, and I thought they were fantastic. I've been a naughty boy, so I was serving a suspension in the stand, and I thought the management team was excellent. But in terms of your question, emphatic I thought in the second half, but in the first half I thought it was very close. We had a chat at half time about not being good enough basically, and that's not taking nothing away from Met. I thought Met were fantastic in the first half. I thought we had a couple of chances and they had two or three themselves, so a couple of gilt-edged ones for them. They scored that, it's possibly a different game, but I thought the way we come out in the second half, usually we are a second half team, and once we got the goal we got momentum and then killed them off.
Right, and just focusing on our overall performance, we had such a good preseason, and we didn't start as fluid as we liked, you could say in that first half, but we really got into gear in the second half. How much of a statement of intent is this, for the rest of our season?
Oh, again, it's the opening game of the season, and historically we've struggled against Met, so it was good to get the win today. But it's the opening game of the season. We always are poor starters. We always sort of come on from January onwards, so you can't do well in a season with a good start, but you can definitely do poorly with a bad one. So it's good to get the 3 points in the bag. I always think the first 3 points takes the pressure off, and we've done that today.
And I'd just like to talk about the change in playing style. Obviously, you talked to me in pre-season about how we are trying to play, more, wouldn't say attacking football, but, play with the ball on the ground, to take control of games with possession. Is that something we can expect to see this season?
Well, we're played to how we feel teams struggle. So if we've got to go in behind, we will go in behind, and if we've got to keep the ball, we can. We had problems with our pitch last season, as you know, Irving. Now we've got a brand new one, so we've got to make sure with our new pitch that we can play on it. And today was a great surface, and I think we proved that we can also play.
Right, and just a couple of words on our new signings. Obviously, Brandon Curtis played the full 90 today, as well as Marco Correa. How much of a help have they been, coming into the team and just performing today?
Yeah, I think all the additions have been gelled straight into the team and in the changing room. I think they went out the other night and enjoyed themselves. So yeah, they've gelled in really well, all of them, in fact.
Right, and of course, Aston Nunn got our first goal today and had a really good pre-season. Almost feels like a new signing, honestly. So, how much can we expect him to play a role this season for Aston Nunn?
Well, with a lot of them, I've told them before pre-season started, they moan when they're not in the team, and I've told them, what they need to do to get in it. And for Aston, and the question was about Aston, it was to get fit. It was to lose a little, if we're being honest, lose a bit of weight, and he's done that. And then I thought it was fantastic against Hampton. We had a chat after Hampton where he might have had a couple of chances to score. So we need to add goals and assist Aston's game, and he's done it today. So everything we're asking, Aston's doing it. So we're really happy with Aston. And yeah, it does feel like, in a forward area, he's got that low centre of gravity. He can move left and right. He's good with both feet. So if he keeps performing, he'll find himself in the starting lineup.
Right, and I just want to zoom in on that first goal again, because it all started from Mark Smith. People forget, with that superb, long throw to find Abdullah Javad and, kicks out the attack. I think that's one area of improvement we've seen from Mark this season. Is that something we've been working on in training with him?
No, Mark's kicking's always been superb. He's identified it. He's told the whole changing room about his assist today, so he's happy. But no, with Smudge, I think he's made a crucial one-on-one save in the first half, and his distribution, as you said, was top drawer today, and that really helps when the goalie can do that. And it wasn't the first time he did it. He's launched that throw a few times, so a great weapon to have.
Right, and we are going to take a break from league action for quite some time, with FA Cup and FA Trophy. So, what's the plan, for the next few weeks?
Well, now I think with the substitutes coming on and performing so well, with good performances against Hampton and Walton, I'm in a really good situation where now I'll be picking team based on how well they perform at training, because the margins are so tight. Some players give you something, and the other players give you something else. So it's all on me, and that's how I like it. I like to have a squad where we can make changes. So training is going to be very important for the boys to get into the team.
Right, and just one last thing about Seoul Tower Hamlets next week. What do we know of them, and how are we going to prepare for that game?
We know they're a physical side. We know they won well in the previous round. We're expecting a tough game. We know we've got to go there as well. So it's a bit of a trip for us. We're expecting a real tough FA Cup encounter, and we won't take them lightly, that's for sure.
Right, thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Irvin.
Yep, all the best. Yep.
Thanks very much.